MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Cole Hamels gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95, will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
Hamels ready with the 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Hey, I know it's early on in the game, but when the third pitch like that is called for a ball, it looks like that tight zone is going to be awfully small today.
The 2-1 home. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chasing after it is DeShields. 1 out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. On deck, there's Hanley Ramirez. Just underway in Arlington. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. The 1-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Mazzara is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So a spotless top of the first for Cole Hamels. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Again, a 1-2. and he fouls this one off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 2 hits in 25 tries. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
You know, when you're facing a top of the line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
The 1-2. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Odor is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
Striding in for Boston, Rafael Devers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is DeShields. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll work on keeping this top of the 2nd alive. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Nipped the corner. 2-2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning. It remains 0-0. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. To his right, Nunez, and a good throw gets him one gone.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Lifetime against Chris Sale, just a 1 for 9. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Nope. 3-1. Rougned Odor is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. Another full count pitch home. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
So next to the plate for Texas, Rougned Odor will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 3-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw in time, and the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. There it is, the Big D, Dallas, Texas, as we welcome you back to Globe Life Park, not far away from that spot for the top of the third. Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And a fastball just a bit up. Now the 2-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball. Oh, looked below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. Slow grounder to first, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Brock Holt.
Here's Brock Holt now. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Here's Mookie Betts. Holt is off of first with 2 away. This is flared out towards second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. A strike, and it's 3-1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 2 hits in 23 at-bats. The 3-1 pitch. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Standing in now, Jurickson Profar. Hot shot on the ground to short. And there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, catcher.
Up next for the Rangers, Robinson Chirinos. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Rangers still searching for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Ground ball right side. Nunez fields it cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
This is skied into short left center. Profar moving forward. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Hanley Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 2-2. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers. Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And it's fouled away. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
In now, Eduardo Nunez. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Three-two pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. DeShields is there, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and it's 1-0 Boston. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
To first. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first by Ramirez takes care of him. 1 away. Ready for another chance. Elvis Andrus. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nomar Mazara. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Knee high, he barehands it. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
Well, I think the second baseman felt the heat from the runner coming at him. He seemed to rush this throw, and that caused him to throw it wide at first. Tough turn, but I think he'd tell you he should have made a better throw.
Go ahead and issue Beltre the free pass.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
As he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Working for the punch out, and the offering fouled off. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Odor, and he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Skied into straightaway right. Mazzara is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie Bradley.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the payoff pitch home. The ball hit to Andrus at short. Scooped up, throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Brock Holt.
Digging in for his second at bat, Brock Holt. The 1-2. Grounded to the right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they lead it 1-0. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Set to deliver on 2-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Into the box, Jurickson Profar. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Little dribbler back at him. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Coming to the plate now, Robinson Chirinos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Again, he sends it out of play. Sale's ready. Here he comes on 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Rangers set down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is Profar here to put it away for the first out.
Now batting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Hanley Ramirez will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. The 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Nunez stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The shortstop, number 1, Elvis Andrus.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch lifts it into the air to shallow center. Bradley is over, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Tap down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 2-2. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 1-0. Welcome back to Arlington. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Line, that's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rafael Devers. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Martinez on at first, nobody out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Martinez rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, Dero. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 40, Bartolo Colon.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. Line drive to left. Under it is Profar here to put it away for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, captain, Christian Vasquez.
Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Colon looks back. Now the pitch. Now a little flare out to left, and that ball's going to drop. A base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with. But there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Still only one out in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Stepping in now, Brock Holt, right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Arlington. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Rangers nothing. Digging in to try it again, Adrian Beltre, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Betts. He's there and records the first out. Ready once again, Joey Gallo. No hits to this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. In now, Rougned Odor. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Standing in now, Shin-Soo Choo. And now a soft liner to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tough.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rangers do get one back, however, on the strength of this home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Rangers 1. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Mookie Betts. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Mazara's on his horse. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Profar giving chase. 2 gone.
The batter.
Ready for another shot now, Hanley Ramirez. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, and it's still 3-1. Here's Jurickson Profar.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he'll come back with 1 in the 3rd as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swinging a soft liner that gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Into the box, Robinson Chirinos. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Into the box now, Delino DeShields. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Rangers.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Boston, number 32, Matt Barnes.
Drew Robinson will come on now and
Number
pinch
18.
run here.
Drew Robinson.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Robinson at second. Andrews on at first with 2 down. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
The 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And that retires the side. Good work there out of the Boston bullpen. 9th inning coming up. The Red Sox on top 3-1. Drew Robinson will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 18.
Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Three and 1 to Martinez. The 3-1 pitch. Popped high in the air. Beltre is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Eduardo Nunez. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Robinson moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So Colon pretty well breezes through that half inning. Nothing in the Boston ninth. Last chance time for the Rangers. They're on the short end of a 3-1 score. Craig Kimbrell comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Ready for another chance? Joey Gallo has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
And this one's in the dirt. Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Renato Nunez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 20, Renato Nunez.
Digging in once again, Rougned Odor, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Come on, Rangers. 1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Shin-Soo Choo. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Nunez, the runner at third. Gallo is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Chu will lay off ball 4 here, and he's going to reach.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So next to the plate for Texas, Drew Robinson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. So 1-1 home. And this one gets away. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch.
Man, this guy's going to get a nickname with the word wild in it if he keeps this up. That's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one costs him a run. Not sure if he got a cleat stuck out there or what, but this one wasn't anywhere near the zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Here now the 2-2. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Into the box now, Robinson Chirinos. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Now the 2-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bats on the run. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and this ball game is over.
Man, that has to hurt. But in the other clubhouse, it's got to feel awfully good. They battled on every pitch, every at-bat. They found a way to scratch 3 runs across to win it. Impressive, to say the least.
Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.